Introducing RefactorGraph Variables. So now you can add custom variables to your refactor graphs, and you can do it by clicking this XY icon, and then to add a variable you click the plus in the upper right corner, and here you can set the variable name. Let's call it variable. Then you can change the type. There's a bunch of types here, but only a few of them have actual value editor. So you can change the value of string, boolean, or an integer. Everything else needs to be assigned via the refactor graph. So let's assign it to string for now, and let's say our value is going to be test. Is serialized. That basically identifies where the value should be stored in a JSON file. So to retrieve the variable, we'll use the getVariable node. If you notice, by default it's already initialized with our variable name. Also, let's say I change it to some other variable name, and you can see that the value port disappears. That's because it can't find the matching variable in the graph. But let's call it my variable for now. Also, if you notice, I changed the type to boolean, and the color of the port also changes to identify the value type. Now we can print out to see what's inside this variable by using the print node, and we just connect it like so. We click run, and then in our log we can see that it printed test. And let's say I change it to hello world, press run again, and it changes it to that. And also, in a similar fashion, we can assign a variable value by using setVariable node. And let's say we want to change it to something else right here. If you notice, the setVariable actually has execution ports, so the order of execution matters. Let's assign it to, let's say today is a great day for coding. If you notice, the value right now is hello world, but we are assigning it to a different value right here. But the graph has not been executed yet, so the value is not assigned until I actually press run. And you can see that the value has been changed here, and then the print statement also displays the new value because the execution of the print statement happens after the set. And also we can take a look at what happens when I click serialize and then when I click save. Now if I open the JSON file for this refactor graph, right at the bottom we have our variables list, and you can see that the value is actually set to something. If I don't serialize that and I click save, now we don't have a value. So every time you reopen the graph, it will be initialized to a default value, which is an empty string.